across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing Jones. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. The Giants at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now Jones. And he fires one, but incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, adding some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now here's the option play going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw from his end zone, Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
To throw on 2nd down, Sanders. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Hurts. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jones now throwing on 1st down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. In motion left, Shepard. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Barkley again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Second and 9 from the 44. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
3rd and long. They'll look to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. They go play action with Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this 1st half will come to an end. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the 1st half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 1st down, Hurts. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that one results in 35 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run with Sanders. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Now back to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. He'll take this to the 46.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Running again with Barkley on second down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
They'll run with Barkley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second and 10, Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The slot man in motion right. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On second down, here's Barkley. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7.
This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Oh, he shifts past him, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jones. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the back.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Eagles, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road date next week, as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week.